What a shock at the day of reckoning, with Joshua dismantling Wallin, Parker outclassing Wilder, and Big Baby Miller being used as a human punching bag. Other than Wallin, who I never rated anyway, that's all of my predictions down the pan. But you don't have to have a crystal ball to know that Wilder will come out with a legendary excuse for the ages. This time his manager Shelley Finkel has stated he spent too long in a cryotherapy chamber. As for Wilder's future in fighting, there's talks of a modified MMA fight with Francis Ngannou. One thing is certain though, the Joshua Wilder fight fans waited so long for is all but gone. Anyway, now all eyes are on the Usyk Fury fight, which is set to take place on February 17th again in Saudi. Fury's last performance against Francis Ngannou has drastically changed the public's view of him, though in fairness, the same has happened with Wilder and Joshua. In boxing, the saying "you're only as good as your last fight" is never more true. On a side note, whoever's running Tyson Fury's Twitter should unpin the tweet, "Where will you be when history is made?" Unfortunately for Tyson Fury, history was made that night, and not in his favour. The first press conference between the pair took place November 16th of 2023. It began with an unusually hostile Fury who addressed Usyk's team stating, "You're all dossers, he's getting knocked out, and you two are going to be working for me carrying my bag slings." Usyk's promoter Alex Krasuk then took the microphone stating, "Let the fight go on." Fury continued trying to provoke Usyk further, calling him an ugly little man and stating, "You're getting smashed to pieces." Fury then slammed his hand down on the table and continued throwing insults before Usyk finally replied, "I speak more in the ring," to which Usyk's team gave him a round of applause. Fury continued his verbal attack, with Usyk refusing to be drawn into a shouting match. Fury's running narrative at this point being Usyk is too small to cause him any problems. At this point, the host Dev Sani then addressed Fury stating, "You've talked about his size, but he was big enough to beat Derek Chisora, Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua. Why is he not big enough to beat Tyson Fury?" Fury simply answered, "Because they're all bums." When Sani addressed Usyk, asking him how he felt about being called a small man, Usyk replied, "Maybe it's true," before shrugging and saying, "For me, it doesn't matter." The talking was summed up with Fury stating, "He thinks he's going to win, and I know I'm going to win, so there's nothing more to be said." During the face-off, Fury leaned his head into Usyk, with Usyk leaning back into him, pushing Fury back a few steps. A day later, Usyk took to Twitter posting the message, "I will say my word in the ring." Up until January, Fury has been uncharacteristically quiet. On the 4th, he posted a video of him and his team running into the mountains, where he stated, "Smashing Usyk's rabbit face right in for him." A lot of fans are still doubting the fight takes place, though Fury previously stated the only way this fight wouldn't happen is if Usyk pulled out. He seems to be sticking with this narrative, with a hashtag along his latest video which reads, "Run Rabbit Run." Joe Joyce made headlines with his prediction on the fight when he stated, "I'm not sure." Anthony Joshua gave his prediction, obviously stating Usyk would be the victor. Derek Chisora, who's been in the ring with both men, first predicted an easy win for Fury, stating, "This is like a man taking candy out of a baby's hand, bro. Tyson's gonna win. He's gonna walk through that guy. That's it." Following Fury's controversial win over Francis Ngannou, Chisora stated, "I was with Usyk this afternoon because we love the same Russian sauna." Tyson's outspoken father John Fury gave an interview with Seconds Out Boxing where he voiced his doubts. He stated Tyson's training was in decline. Speaking about Tyson's recent win over Francis Ngannou, John stated, "I was shocked at what I seen." He went on to say he thought Tyson should have, in his words, boxed his head off, make him miss and pay for it. He went on to say he was trying to stand in front of a man mountain and knock him over when he didn't possess that power or conditioning. He also thought Tyson wasn't up to scratch in his fight against Chisora or Dillian Whyte. John then alluded to Tyson having lost heart and motivation, and that unless Tyson makes changes, Usyk could be his first defeat. The video has now surfaced of Tyson arriving in Saudi Arabia in preparation for the fight, so things for now are looking promising. Should the fight take place, it will crown the first undisputed champion in 24 years. Despite which man wins, there is a rematch clause, so as long as we get the first fight, we should see a second.